Well, hello everyone. This is the week 7 recap, looking ahead to week 8. I will have week 9 and 10 filled in the next day or so. Basically, what we're going to be doing is just drafting and working on our projects for the rest of the semester. I'm not bringing in anything new and exciting, um, so that's where we are. So, well, week 7 was just looking at project 2. You tell me what you had to do, asking any questions about project 2. Not a lot of questions were asked. I'm assuming everyone understands what's going on. All right, if you have a question, you have to ask me. A week after the project is due, telling me you didn't understand, we've got mechanisms to work through that, but it's not going to cut you any slack. Okay? So we're looking at audience and purpose and audience purpose and audience analysis. So for week 8, you're starting to work on that memo template I provided you. You're doing it, you're summarizing a section, and I want to go back up here and project 2. Okay, in these three sections, these three sections, thinking, purpose, audience, it says you to use a direct quotation from the AI, from Gemini. You're supposed to cite it, but you have to properly cite the AI. You can't just stick it in there and leave. This is not like the standardized tests used to be. You make up something that's a quote and you put it in it. You have to cite it. So there should be 1, 2, 3 citations, direct quotes. Okay. In there, I have some information on how to do it. Here's how to cite Gemini. I asked Gemini how to cite. And so here it says element, how to do it. Example, Google this, what you ask it. And this is if it has a unique ID. You put your unique ID here, okay? So you copy and paste. When you're doing this, copy and paste that URL and put it in the work you have, so you have it. To cite it in the memo itself, in the body of the memo, there's 2 ways to do it, okay? It says parenthetical, in parentheses, parenthetical, goes at the end of a sentence, author year, Google 25. Narrative means it's in the narrative, it's in the body of what you're writing. Author year, Google 2025. Okay? You don't need to insert the prompt. Okay? And then we also have it direct from the horse's mouth here. Direct from the AI website, from the APA website. And this is, okay, basically the same thing. And then here's how to put it in a reference list, okay? Here's the reference, Google, your question you ask, this, the version you use, parenthetical, okay? But you have to know how to cite it properly, all right? Because I'm doing this because when we get to project 3 and you're creating a document for that specific audience, you're going to need to cite or acknowledge somehow the information that you use in it. All right? So we're starting very simply here with 1 source. If this were 1302, oh, you'd be doing lots of citing sources and integrating stuff, but we're not there yet. Okay? So that is the whole deal. To anyone who's thinking about resubmitting work, let me pull up the syllabus real quick. Let me go down to resubmissions. Here's what it says you have to do. Tell me you're going to resubmit, redo the work. I need a memo from you stating what was changed, how it makes the work stronger, and with specific examples. If I don't have this memo and you upload it to the same place that you submitted whatever major document you're revising, the work will not be evaluated. Resubmissions and late work are all due by Tuesday, November 25th. Okay, that's like the last day of classes before reading day and Thanksgiving. That's the drop dead. I need to have it in by then. If you don't have this, the memo saying this is what I changed, I'm not going to evaluate the work. It's not my job to guess what you changed and how it makes it stronger, okay? I will just go to, I have a little link that says use this evaluation for the resubmission. I'll just click that and it'll be the same grade you got in the original work. So you need to do something on your part. And a question has come up. I'm going to answer it today. When I give you feedback, it's all in the comments. If you don't know how to use the comment feature, or the comment feature is not turned on in Word, Google how to turn on comments, or I might post a link in here, how to turn comments on, or how to use comments. I'll comment once, like if it's a reference list and you have everything in italics, I might highlight the title of the article and say only the name of the journal and the volume number are in italics. And then I may or may not highlight that in the rest of the document. It's not like high school. I don't go through and point out every mistake. It's your job as the student and the author of this work to go through and check everything else to see that it is correct, see that this error has been corrected. Okay? I know how to do this. I don't have to do it 400 times in a reference list. Okay? I say once, your responsibility to change it. That's called, as my granddaughter would say, that's adulting. All right, that's all I have to say. Enjoy your time down the beautiful island. I see lots of things are happening. Lots of things are going on. It's going to be warm for this week and part of next week. Still in the 90 degrees. Fall will be here sometime, and so will Halloween. And as a special, one of my favorite Halloween videos of all time, Michael Jackson's Thriller. So, bye. Have a good week.